65-mile-an-hour speed zone. How fast was it going?
About 90. No lights, no sirens.
We'll figure it must be late for donuts. Anyway, to kick things off this week, we have just picked up a Bomgaars load. And, you know, we love those. We haven't been to a Bomgaars store in quite some time. So, yeah, these are always interesting. It's always a crapshoot. Can we see the BOL? Can we show the BOL? You know, most of the places that we pick up from, like Tyson or Wells. Yeah, it's a very itemized list. Sometimes it's in code.
Bomgaars does not do it that way.
Yeah.
Bomgaars streamlines the process.
This is our bill of lading. It's an official piece of paperwork that tells DOT what we are carrying. You can see we know exactly what's in that trailer.
When we get there, we are just as surprised as the people opening the trailer are what's in this trailer. We have no idea what's in this trailer.
It's one of the best parts of delivering to the stores because it's just like Christmas. You open it up and everybody's surprised. Although, from that grid, I would say that, how many pallets can we hold?
There's 21 pallets in there.
Okay, and I don't know if you can tell from that or not, but we do have 2 stops. So our first one, we will be there in about 2.5 hours. And yeah.
The next stop is tomorrow morning.
Yeah, because we are quite a ways out. We are going to Wyoming. So
First stop is Douglas, Wyoming. Second stop is
Landers, Wyoming.
Lander.
Oh, okay, Lander, Wyoming.
Lander, Wyoming. Casper, where we're probably staying the night at.
Yeah, so that kind of gives you a little bit of frame of reference of the area that we're going to be in, because most people can find Casper on a map. So, don't really know what the rest of the week is going to bring. We are set to go on home time at the end of next week, which would put us home over Easter Sunday. But don't really know what's going to happen between now and then. It is currently Wednesday. We have to, make this delivery today, make our next delivery tomorrow. We'll be back in Lamar's by Friday sometime. Maybe, theoretically. Don't know. So stick around and we will see where this week goes.
So you guys can see what everything has in here. Galvanized totes. Those are some orange cheese balls. That is a air tank maybe. Yeah. There's part of a wheelbarrow.
We got dog food.
There's DEF, hydraulic oil, dog food. Yep. A little bit of everything.
So yeah, we stopped in Casper. How do you spend your 30-minute break?
We spent 37 minutes getting fuel and taking a shower.
Yep. pretty quick. And then we got over here to Lander, and oh my gosh, it's windy over here.
No, that's Wyoming. Wind always won.
Yeah, well, that's true. On the way over here, we did get our next load assignment. We have to be back in Lexington, Nebraska tomorrow. And it's over 500 miles.
550 miles.
Yeah. And we're out of drive time for today. So we're still in Lander. Yeah, so it's going to be a long day tomorrow. And we're picking up, where is it that we're picking up?
Tyson.
Have to have that back to Dakota City.
Back to Sioux City the following morning.
Yeah, Friday morning
at 7 a.m., which luckily it's only just under 300 miles.
Yeah. So it's going to be a long
Yeah, it's going to be
days.
getting up early and going, so.
Yeah. So excuse us while we go chow down on some dinner and then go to bed. See you later.
Breakfast. You want a cookie?
What kind of cookie you got?
Macadamia nut.
Oh, I only need one though. I'll
I'll
eat the other one later.
together.
See, he loves me. He got me my own special cookie. Breakfast is where it's at. Okay, so we left you guys in Lander, Wyoming.
We're not there anymore.
A few things have happened since then. Chief among them, you ever lay down to go to sleep and then just, instead of sleeping, you just lay there and pretend like you are? That's what happened to us when we got to Lexington. No surprise, the load wasn't ready when we got there, which is fine. But it had to deliver the next morning.
At 7.
Yeah, it's 7 o'clock in the morning in like Sioux City. So, yeah, drop dead time on it was like 11 p.m. And so we knew it was going to be just one of those days. So we laid down like 1:30 in the afternoon to try to go to sleep. And like I said, we just laid there and pretended. That's what we did pretty much all afternoon and evening for what, you know, whatever. So we got up at like 11:30, went and picked the load up and went to Sioux City. And then dispatch asked us to bring an empty trailer that needed work from the job yard up to the yard so they could fix it. So we did that, and then when we got there, We got up to Lamar's at what time? And then the day just went crazy. It spiraled. It was awesome. I took him down to Sioux City to bring another semi truck back up. And then Rob and Cliff were in town. So we all got together for breakfast. Yeah, we went out to breakfast with Rob and Courtney. And then Cliff made it in town in time for dinner. And we all went down to Hibachi with a new family member. Hi, Luke. And yeah, had a good time, went out for ice cream. And then that evening ended on kind of a scary note. We've decided that we can't go down to Sioux City as a group anymore because every time we go to Sioux City as a group, there's a wreck.
We just walked out of Dairy Queen after we got done with ice cream.
Yeah.
Right out in front of us, a car pulled out to the road, motorcycle, tried to avoid hitting it, laid the motorcycle over,
Yeah.
wrecked the bike.
Yeah. Fortunately, it wasn't bad. I had a little bit of road rash, but that was it. Cosmetic damage to the bike, but still. Being motorcycle riders and having been in an accident before, and that was the end of that evening, and that's fine because by then we're exhausted. So we go to bed, get up. Yesterday is Saturday. By now we know what our next load is going to be, and we are at the yard for the whole day. So we did our responsible stuff, grocery shopped and cleaned the truck and bought new phones and smoked cigars. Oh yeah, you heard that, right? We got new phones. So guess what we've been doing ever since? I think we walked out of the Verizon store at like 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon.
We were there for 3 hours, about 2.5 hours.
Yeah, but ever since, we've been, updating apps, logging into things, and
getting all your passwords correct, all that crap.
Yeah. He went the easy route. We have the Samsung Galaxy S22s, and he upgraded to the 25. I, however, switched brands altogether. I had the S22 as well, and I loved it, don't get me wrong. But I switched over to the Google Pixel because they are built around the camera.
He transferred everything over to my phone, just like that. Everything was there. Really didn't have to worry about anything. Everything, no problem.
Yeah.
She had to do a little work on hers.
I'm still doing a little work because, like some of the apps that I was using on my Samsung are Samsung apps. They don't translate to Google, so I got a little bit of work yet to do. So, yeah, I don't know. You guys are now watching the first video ever taken on my new Google Pixel. So, we'll find out together if there's a difference, I guess. But, I think, so because of the weird way everything ended this weekend, I think I'm just going to end the video here. Because, yeah, it was a weird weekend.
We're on our next load, going down to Kansas City and back, nothing special.
Yeah. So, yeah. Have to check stuff out next week. Do we have any sort of weird fact for them this week? We need something.
Did you know the Wells pecker's called a dork? Now you do.
Thank you for that tip, babe. What do we usually say at this point in the video, babe?
Like, share, subscribe!
Tell all your friends that I'm choking on my cookie. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. See you, bye.